Welcome all alive to my nest. Here's Nowhere, and we have news from Rusty Lake. A holiday contest. A new game announcement. And the return of beloved characters. In recent months, we've been receiving teasers and hints related to the Vanderbooms. A Laketober themed around their house, a tabletop game teasers set there, a screenshot featuring their crest, a new t-shirt with the same crest in the merch store, and now, finally, a dedicated teaser on Christmas Eve. Watch closely how a humble servant cleans up the table after the infamous Vanderboom family's annual festive dinner. The servant could use a helping hand, because tomorrow it might need to be put in the right place again. In the video, we see an unnamed servant sorting through utensils and various trinkets. Some items have letters written on them. These letters are exactly what we'll need, as the following day, on Christmas, we received a traditional postcard with a message. That was quite an eventful dinner in the Vanderboom mansion. We wonder what the brothers may be up to in the coming year. And they provided a link for us to submit our answer. There's only one correct option, and to find it, we'll need the postcard and the video with the servant. I wish you luck with that, because it's yet another merch giveaway. For now, let's take a closer look at the postcard. Oh my god, it's the Alchemist brothers! Look how young and beautiful they are. Nothing like their dapper, mature versions from Roots. And I absolutely love it. So yeah, now it's all obvious. We've had various sequels to Roots, and now we are finally getting a prequel, just as I mentioned in a community post. Well, if I didn't know better, I'd say that the developers are milking them dry. So, what should we expect? Aside from the retcon that William is now a redhead, yes, I still remember his aging stages, I'm expecting to see at least alchemy. Those who know, they know. Maybe they'll show us more details about how they made the elixir of life and death. Although, from the top of my head, I'm not sure what else there is to show. Perhaps some failed experiments? What I'd really love to see is the brothers' first meeting with Mr. Owl. Aldous' words after his transformation into Mr. Crow clearly imply that both of them are at least acquainted with him. At most, they might have been making the elixir at his behest, with his support, and maybe even moved to Rusty Lake specifically for that purpose. I'm not certain, but the house from Roots, with its secret laboratory, feels like it was purpose-built for alchemical pursuits. It seems to me that alchemy became the family craft only after the brothers' time. Although looking out the postcard window, which doesn't remotely resemble any from that house, there's clearly a lakeside view. On the other hand, the house is now called a mansion, which was almost unheard of. The wallpaper in the screenshot is unfamiliar, and there were no servants in Roots either. But maybe this guy who's claimed the iconic hand for himself isn't canon, especially with the kind of crap he's pulling on the screen. Other small questions, which are tied to various theories, and thus really intrigue me, include the following. Are the brothers somehow related to the Islanders? How is Aldous related to James? Why is he unable to recreate the elixir he seems to have worked on? And the most sacred, but probably the most hopeless question of all, what the hell did Aldous mean by the fate of Rusty Lake lies in the small seed? I just can't believe they could have known about Laura and Dale and couldn't have prevented the loss of the elixir. And this brings me to the next point. Unfortunately, no. This is definitely not a continuation of Dale's story, which was teased in Underground Blossom. But the fact that there were shown portraits of the same brothers right before the hotel clearly indicate that everything is going according to plan. I'm almost certain that the ending of Dale will directly lean on the Roots prequel, just as Paradox leaned on Paradise, and the cave leaned on Roots itself. Maybe we'll uncover some alchemical secrets. Maybe, though with less likelihood, some secrets about the Day of the Lake. The magical holiday that took place in paradise and will take place again in Dale's finale. Or perhaps it will reveal some motivation behind familiar characters and help predict their behavior in the future. That's all I have for today. I'll continue to follow the news and share my thoughts with you. And here was now here, Merry Christmas, and remember, question everything in Rusty Lake.